Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me this week for our SIACharts weekly feature video. It is March 18th, 2021. These videos are recorded for our current advisors as well as any prospective financial advisors that would like to learn more about our platform. So this week, we are going to look at the Bullish Percent Index and do a bit of a sector analysis. So to get there on our platform, we come over to the Markets tab and we click on BPI. Now what the Bullish Percent Index is showing us here, we have the ability to change between stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds, is the cash inflows and outflows into specific sectors at a given point in time. So if we click here and we go back to when COVID first hit the North American markets in March of last year, almost to the day, and we come over here to March 12th, we could see that there's a lot of risk being taken off the table with market participants moving to cash and potentially bond positions. So if we move a few days, so maybe let's go 2 weeks later to March 26th, we could see that electronics and semiconductors, we had computer software, computer hardware, and specialty retail were seeing some cash inflows. So what's very interesting about specialty retail is this sector remained number one in our sector rankings up until this day. So if we move over now to our reports and we go to our stock sectors, this is another way that we could view these rankings. We can see that specialty retail is ranking first place out of 31 sectors. Now if we click on the ranking report here, we could see the specialty retail's ranking history in this report. So if we go out 1 year, we could see that it steadily moved up out of the red unfavored zone into the green favored zone June 5th, and it really hasn't left a small dip down into the yellow neutral zone here. So how this is useful is if we then dig into the stocks that make up the specialty retail sector, we could see a list here of the 49 most liquid stocks, both Canadian and US tickers included in this list. So as an example, Signet Jewelers, if we see where this has ranked within this specialty retail report over a 1 year time frame, we can see that we entered the green favored zone at $14.70, and you would have held on to this position until about December 11th. So we entered the yellow neutral zone. There's a few other indicators that constitute our sell recommendations based on our strategy. Those rules around those indicators can be learned by signing up for a free trial with us, which I'll mention later. So you would have gotten out here at $26.39, which is roughly about a 79% gain. And then if you were to get back in here at $33.06, you would have held all the way through to $59.35, as when we dipped into the yellow zone here, our secondary indicator didn't match a sell recommendation. So you would have held through the yellow zone here. And you would have held all the way to today to $59, which is, roughly a $25 price increase. So that's just one example of using the Bullish Percent Index or the sector stock sector report, which is looking at all the market sectors, as I mentioned, and being able to make and drill down to some individual investment decisions to add positions to a model or a portfolio. So as I mentioned, we have over 31 sectors here. This is just one report. We have over 500 reports on the platform: Canadian stocks, US stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds, as well as sector reports for both mutual funds and ETFs. So if you feel this is something that would enhance your research process, we would love to have a chat with you, and we offer a 21-day hassle-free trial, no credit card down, as I mentioned earlier. The contact information is on the screen right now. And until next week, take care and always strive to manage your risk in the markets effectively.